Hey, here's the rubberized Czechoslovakian duffel bag that I picked up the other day from Sportsman's Guide for $12. Folks, if you guys are in the market for a good deployment bag, just a big nice duffel with a lot of room, and you can't afford it or you don't have the money for it, Sportsman's Guide's got a deal right now for $6.29 for these guys, and I just bought 2 more of them, planning on giving them away as gifts. Material's great. I've had a chance to look through it. What I got up here, the top part, I got a coat shoved up in there to give it a little bit of form here. I guess you got to just do what you got to do to make it look good for you, or however you want it. But the material here is great, beautiful. I want to discuss something that I didn't run through you last time. I showed you guys on the last video how to put these loops in here. Now, what I discovered is you got to get this D-ring involved so that the corner doesn't flap up. I discovered that. Very simple, just put it through like you did. Just go under and over and resume over here. Tie it off on the frog button like I showed you guys. Same on this side. You got to get the D-ring involved here. When you come down here, under and over, you'll figure it out. Get the D-rings involved. Now, I'm going to show you what I did up here. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this rope in here. Okay, it's disconnected. I'm going to take this coat out of here because I'm going to show you guys something. This seems to be nothing more than a rain flap. Okay, as you can see, it's cinched over here on this D-ring right here. You pull this down. This isn't going anywhere. Now, if you don't tie that rope, yeah, you can bring it back like this. Now, I'm going to tie it off here and show you guys how it looks after it's tied off without anything up in there, like the coat I just had in there. Here we go. I showed you guys the bag in the earlier video. You cinch this down in here, and then here's another part that you cinch. So this is cinched down, that's cinched down. Make sure you do that so your clothes doesn't spill out and you keep your clothes protected. Over here, I tied kind of a double, like a knot that I can release easily to keep it cinched. Now with the rope that's left over from that knot I tied in there to cinch that, I fed it through the holes here. Now I'm going to tighten this up. Okay, there's the finished product. It's tied up. You notice it's got really no form up here because there's nothing up in here, but it's nothing more than a rain flap that keeps the water out. It's not going to go anywhere. Just when you do this and you tie a knot, double tie it real good so it doesn't get loose, especially when you check it in an airplane. When you go to the airport and you check it in as luggage, make sure that's really tight and do what you got to do to keep that tight, just to keep the flap from kind of moving around too much. Anyway, there's the flap. That's about how it's going to look when you check it in. Now, you could add a coat up in there, give it a little more form. That's all up to you and how you do it. I'd like to see somebody from the Czech Army kind of weigh in on that. Somebody that used this thing that might know a couple more tricks, ins and outs that I haven't figured out yet. But I think I pretty much got it figured out. Here's the good strap here, and I guess this is just an added thing you can grab here to help you load the bag up, you know, lift it up and everything. But folks, if you're interested in this kind of duffel bag, Sportsman's Guide's got them for $6.29. So if you got some kind of coupon, or even with luggage, I think, or postage, I think 2 of those with postage ran about, I think it was like $8.99. So you're going to get 2 of them, say $12, $8.99. For $20, you're going to get 2 of these bags if you got to pay shipping, unless you go with $49 and add some other stuff you like from that company, and you get the shipping for free. But man, folks, if you're on a budget and you like a good deployer, that's a good deployer right there. Now, I got them stuffed with pillows. You add whatever else you add to it, you're going to be adding some weight. So you might want to think about maybe getting those little portable hand carrier rollers that you can carry and extend. I've seen them at Amazon, and you could roll this bag with one of those. You know, so you got a nice cheap way to go somewhere. And I'll tell you right now, it's bigger than a military duffel bag, U.S. military duffel bag. It's bigger. I try to stick that in my wheeled deployment bag that I bought from Sportsman's Guide, which is huge, and I could not fit this thing in there. I could fit the military one, and you can put a military duffel and a half in those. This one here, this has got to be a duffel and a half compared to the U.S. government issue sea bags. So, hell of a big deployer. If you want to move a lot of gear and you want to move it securely and safely without anything getting wet, that's a good way to go. And I would jump on that right now if you're interested in something like this. I'm out of here.